We have hidden. We have adapted.
Hello Rocketeers! Welcome to another video for the custom Hearthstone expansion, Mission to Argus. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at all the cards for Hunter. Basically all the Hunter cards for Mission to Argus can be played in the same deck if you choose, or they can be used for two separate decks. These two decks include the brand new Shadow Hunter deck, which centers all around shadow spells, as you may have guessed from the name, as well as a returning archetype, Spell Hunter. Let's start by taking a look at all the cards for Shadow Hunter, starting with a brand new legendary minion, Illyria Windrunner.
The shadows can be an ally, if controlled.
Illyria is a 7-mana 5/5 minion that will summon a 4/3 Void Spawn with Rush for each shadow spell you cast this game. The Void Spawns are collectible neutral minions from the expansion that will give all your minions +1/+1 upon death. Illyria is the big payoff for the deck and can grant you a huge swing turn. Now, Hunter doesn't have a lot of shadow spells available to them, so of course Hunter also gets some new shadow spells in this expansion. The first is Black Arrow. This 3-mana shadow spell with lifesteal will deal 3 damage and then cause your next hero power to also have lifesteal. Another shadow spell is From the Void. This 4-mana spell will draw 2 cards that cost 3 or less, and then summon a Shade with stats equal to the combined cost of the 2 cards. It should be mentioned that all the shadow spells for Hunter cost 3 or less. If you're running low on shadow spells, you could use the new weapon Voidstalker Longbow to draw some more. Voidstalker Longbow is a 3-mana 3/2 weapon that will draw a shadow spell after each attack with it. I'm also gonna share a neutral card that will probably see play in the Shadow Hunter deck. Locust Walker, the Teacher of Illyria, is available as a 4-mana 2/7 neutral legendary. Locust Walker has an aura effect that will activate after a spell is cast and then cause both players' spells from that school to cost 1 less. The effect stacks, meaning that as both players continue to cast spells from that school, they will get cheaper and cheaper, but they can't cost less than 1 mana that way. The only way to cancel this effect is by killing Locust Walker or by any player casting a spell from a different school. There is one last shadow spell for Hunter I haven't mentioned yet, because it slots into both the Shadow and Spell Hunter decks. Consume Mind is a 2-mana shadow spell that will deal 3 damage to a random enemy. But if your deck has no minions, it will deal 3 damage to 2 random enemies instead. A card that could also be used for the Spell Hunter deck is the new secret Me, My Soul and I. This spell costs 2 mana like all Hunter secrets, and after being played it will activate when your next turn starts. Upon activation, it will summon a 1/1 beast with Rush and then summon another for each enemy minion. Its improved version will summon 2/2 beasts with Rush instead. Me, My Soul and I could be played alongside the new minion X52 Socialite. This 3-mana 4/3 minion will allow you to look at the top 3 cards of your deck and then choose one to put on top. Then, if it's a secret, X52 Socialite will cast it. Hunter also gets another minion, Crocul Trapper. This 5-mana 5/5 minion with tradable will cast 3 random improved secrets if your deck has no other minions in it. This means your deck could contain another Crocul Trapper and the effect would still work. That said, wasn't I talking about Spell Hunter? Wouldn't a card like Crocul Trapper ruin the synergy of a card like Consume Mind? Well, not with the new legendary minion, Chieftain Hatun.
We fight, we survive.
Chieftain Hatun is a 4-mana 4/6 minion with a start of game effect. When the game starts, Hatun will remove 5 random minions from your deck and leave behind a track in the deck for each minion removed that will give them back. The tracks are 0-mana spells that will add one of the removed minions to your hand. This effect essentially means that you can run Hatun and 4 other minions and still have a pure spell deck. There is one final card for Hunter in this expansion which doesn't really slot into any of its archetypes. It's more of a tag-along. I'm talking about Deadly Constellation. This 2-mana 1/3 elemental beast has poisonous and the expansion's new keyword Retaliate. Minions with Retaliate will return bonus damage to any living character that damages them. In Deadly Constellation's case, it would return 1 poisonous damage, making it exceptionally good at dealing with minions with Divine Shield. Those were all of Hunter's cards, but Hunter also gets a brand new hero skin with his expansion, Void Touched Illyria.
The Void claims you!
If this was a real expansion, you'd also be able to buy the Void Touched Illyria bundle. This bundle contains the Void Touched Illyria skin, 5 Mission to Argus card packs, and the brand new Succumbing to Shadows deck. The Succumbing to Shadows deck features all the cards for Shadowhunter from Mission to Argus, as you'll see on the screen now, as well as some cards from the neutral set and from our previous expansion. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for any updates to the expansion. In the next video, we'll be looking at all the cards for Warrior in the custom Hearthstone expansion, Mission to Argus.